And the Platinum Wrench says, this better be a damn short one. Well, first and foremost, I'm going to call you the Platinum Bitch, because that's all you seem to do here. Battle Puffin, Sage, Pufferino, whatever it is they're calling you these days on the streets. I work too hard for your bull. I don't need this shit from you. So I need you to respectfully delete your comments, especially the shut your mouth in all caps. If you come at me in all caps, I'm going to take it as disrespect. So please, watch your fucking mouth and just be a good little Samaritan. Just be a good little foot soldier for the cloud. Okay? Because that's all you are. You don't even have a wrench. You don't even have a physical wrench, do you? I don't think you do. I think you are wrenchless in Seattle. And by Seattle, I mean Kingston. Wrenchless in Kingston. That's just what I think. I could be wrong. You might have a wrench right now. Get on, watch the gosh dang news. So, is there like a killer on the loose that's killing people with fucking wrenches? Is this something that's actually happening? Because if it is, I'm definitely going to have to turn you over to the authorities. I mean, this is a public forum. I can't just ignore. It's pretty much like a confession you gave me. A little bit. Just a wee bit of a confession there, Sage. Anyways, let's get to the news. That is the Blue Jays making the first big splash signing in free agency, bringing Dylan Cease, right-handed starting pitcher, formerly of the Padres and formerly of the White Sox, to Toronto for 7 years, $210 million. I believe the contract is actually $26 million per year over the 7 years, and the $4 million per year being deferred. I do not know how the deferment's going to work, like how much they're going to pay him over a certain amount of time. I'd say probably, at least like 10 years, something like that. But that is how the contract functions. I will read the comments here before I get into the next segue here. So he says, I know where you live. Don't be surprised if wrenches rain through your window. Well, first of all, that's strikes 2 and 3. If a wrench, or especially many wrenches, come through my windows, especially if they are platinum, I'm going to have a lead. And I'm going to have a really good chance to take you down. This is in writing. I just screenshotted what you said. So please, Sage, you got to make threats a little smarter than that. Can't be doing it live on air to thousands and thousands of people that could potentially see this, okay? Anyways, big signing for the Jays. I explained 7 years, $210 million, 30 per year, but actually 26 per year over the next 7 due to the deferment. We're going to take a look and see what type of pitcher Dylan Cease is. If you're a guy who likes command pitchers, you may not like Dylan Cease a ton. He has led the league in walks twice since 2020. So in the COVID year, as pretty much a rookie, I guess. Technically a second-year player. He had 34 walks in 58 innings. He had 78 walks to lead the league in 2022, although that year he did finish second in Cy Young voting. He's always kind of in that 60 to 80 range since 2021. Now, since 2021, he's also extremely durable. He has pitched 32 games, 32 games, 33 games, 33 games, 32 games. What does that equate? Well, 3 of those 5 years are the most in the majors. And for games started, he is the most in the majors. For innings pitched, 7th most in that 2021 to present time frame. He is the best strikeout pitcher in the game. leading the league 2 years with 11.5 this current year, 12.3 in 2021. So that wasn't even his big, I guess that was his breakout year, but that wasn't even like his Cy Young type year. Now his strikeouts to walks, he's 14th, but the thing about it is his strikeouts to walk percentage is good because his strikeouts are just that damn good. This son of a bitch walks a lot. I mean, yeah, he strikes out over 214 since 2021. That's pretty damn good. That is elite. But, like I said, his walks are a problem. So it does come with a little baggage there. His people don't hit him very high. I mean, his oppositional average is 9th in that time frame that I mentioned. His FIP is 13th. His xERA is 13th. And his FWAR is 4th. So you're looking at a good pitcher, maybe the best on the market. I mean, you could argue what Ranger Suarez potentially better. I think Ranger Suarez has a smaller sample size. I still think that with Dylan Cease there is another jump. If they could somehow get him to reduce his walks even slightly, you're looking at a guy who could win a Cy Young. And I'm not saying that because he's a Blue Jay. I'm saying that because he's finished second in Cy Young before, and he's also finished fourth in Cy Young. The guy's obviously got the ability. Now you're gonna look at him a little bit and be like, "Oh wow, what did he do last year?" He had a 4.55 ERA. It's not very good, but the FIP suggests it should have been 3.56. His FIP in his career is 3.67. His ERA in his career is 3.88. He's 29 years old, turning 30, I think, as the season starts. You're getting out of a pitcher, and you know, I know there's a lot of Jays fans out there that are complaining, "Oh my God, you spent so much money. You spent so much money. You spent so much money." Well, these are the same fans that piss and shit on us when we offer lucrative contracts to Juan Soto, Shohei Ohtani, you know, all these guys, and they end up signing elsewhere. They're like, "Oh, why didn't you spend money?" Well, we did. We spent a boatload of money, and for us to do this before Thanksgiving and before the winter meetings or the GM meetings, it's a little bit unfathomable, but we actually legitimately, to quote The Godfather, we made an offer he couldn't refuse. But you're dealing with Scott Boras. Scott Boras is like, "Okay, we'll take it." A lot are kind of likening it to what the Dodgers did with Blake Snell. What does this mean for the Blue Jays rotation? It means a lot of things. It means next year their rotation is going to be very good one way or the other. I don't know where you would project them because I still think there could be a move or two that gets done. But theoretically, your rotation is what? You got Dylan Cease, Kevin Gausman, Trey Savage, Shane Bieber, and Jose Berrios, with Eric Lauer as your sixth starter, spot starter, you know, whatever you want to call Eric Lauer. That's pretty damn good. Now, I do have a brain, so one thing I am going to guess, don't be surprised if we trade Jose Berrios. Do not be surprised if we trade Jose Berrios. Maybe he wants to come back and be our 5 starter, and I'm okay with that. I don't know if he's necessarily on good terms with us. That's okay. I really don't give a shit. But I would not be surprised if we trade him. He is under contract for 3 more years, but can opt out after this year. So here's what's nice about this signing even more. Okay, you just secured a position. Dylan Cease, starting pitcher. You need pitchers to win, obviously. So you got him for 7 years. Okay, that's stability. You've got, Trey Savage for 6 more years. Okay, that's great. What's not great, Kevin Gausman is a free agent at the end of the season, and Jose Berrios could be a free agent at the end of the year, and Shane Bieber is also a free agent at the end of the year. So you need to add starting pitching because next year was going to be a huge hole. So next year is a huge hole. Now you don't have as much to worry about. You've got other options. You don't have to worry quite as much. I think it's a really good signing. If you think that we spent too much money, remember this is not a cap league. Nobody cares about money. When you've got the money, Spend it. And that's what you should do. It's not like you're spending it on a bum. I read through the fucking stats. He's obviously a pretty good fucking pitcher to pick up. And it kind of extends our window even more. This is what you got to do when you go to a World Series. And Sage says the cops will understand. Okay, Sage, fuck off. Fuck off. Respectfully. Alright, big sign for the Jays, though. This is super exciting. I think our roster, like our starting pitching, looks like it's pretty much there. Expect a move or two, but like where the starting pitching is now, I look to aggressively attack a few options here. I obviously want Bo Bichette back, ideally at second base. Then you can have Jimenez or Ernie Clement. That's your best defense for your infield. So I suspect Bo Bichette will be back. Kyle Tucker, though. Can we add Kyle Tucker and Bo Bichette? We certainly can if we want to. And if Kyle Tucker wants to and Bo Bichette wants to. It certainly can happen. Will it happen? I mean, the odds will say it's unlikely, and that's fine. My question is, though, who are we going to value more as a player? Because what could happen is maybe we just want Kyle Tucker, let Bo Bichette walk. Then you've got Andres Jimenez, Ernie Clement, Schneider up the middle. You'll have Aaron Namala coming up. You'll have options up the middle. So, potentially, maybe you just say, hey, Bo, thank you for your service. Get the fuck out of here. I've also heard Bo Bichette kind of wanting a contract, and I don't know if this is true or not. Don't know. I just heard it, so I'm reporting it. I've heard that Bo Bichette potentially would like a contract where, give him a long-term deal. Obviously, he's going to settle for a very long-term deal. But maybe he wants some money up front, so more of a front-loaded contract where he can opt out one or two times. That's a possibility. And in that case, it kind of makes sense in the signing of Dylan Cease to defer some of that money back so you've got more to play with now rather than later. I don't know. But I do look, it's very enticing for me to look at Kyle Tucker, Bo Bichette. I think one of them will be a Blue Jay, potentially both. I don't know who we value more, if it's Kyle Tucker or Bo Bichette. It could be Kyle Tucker. Could be Kyle Tucker given our current roster construction. But we'll wait and see what happens there. I look for the Blue Jays to attack the relief market, potentially next, because I don't know how long Bo Bichette and, Kyle Tucker are going to take. They're probably going to take at least 3 more weeks. I know we've got interest in some Japanese pitchers as well. I don't think we have any interest in that Japanese hitter that's over there. That's got huge power, huge strikeouts, etc., etc. But I would look for two guys, right-handed pitchers. So Ryan Hensley and Edwin Diaz. They're on my radar. I think the Jays probably going to sign one of them or make a strong pursuit at the very least. And I like a lefty like Gregory Soto. And I think if you can kind of come away with Soto, a Diaz, a Bichette, potentially a trade for Quan, whatever it works out to be, then you've had a hell of an offseason. So let's pivot off baseball. We do have 3 football games tomorrow for America's Thanksgiving. First and foremost, you've got the Packers on the road against the Detroit Lions. Do not know if Jaden Reed is back or not. Hopefully he is, but I have no idea. All I know, Packers are not favored in this one. Detroit's favored to win by 3. I know that Kirby Joseph is not playing in this game. Frank Ragnow came out of retirement to rejoin the team. I don't know if that means he's going to play tomorrow, but that is some news for the Detroit Lions there. It's time for the Packers to make a statement. Let's put it together. Let's take the Packers to win this game. And obviously to cover the +3. Now, my heart in the next game says that Dallas will win. They're up against the Chiefs, 6-5. I just think that the Chiefs are a better football team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I really want to say Dallas, and I'm still tempted to say Dallas. But I'm gonna take the Chiefs to win, Dallas to cover the +3. And then finally, it's an interesting game. The Bengals on the road against the Ravens. The Ravens projected to win by 7. I'm going to say, fuck you, Ravens. You're not covering the 7, but you win the ball game because Joseph Burrow is back. Sage, send that trade my way for Jeffrey Simmons. Please send that trade right now, and I will accept that trade, okay? It would be very gracious of you to do what you said you were going to do a night ago. And I'm going on fantasy right now to accept any incoming trades that involve Jeffrey Simmons. Let Joe die where he wants to die. Let him die on my thigh. Confirm he's healthy. I will get you the injury report right now. He's not even questionable. Simmons' hamstring doesn't carry an injury designation into Sunday's game versus Seattle. After logging a did not participate on Wednesday, Simmons was limited on Thursday and Friday. This was for last week, Sage. He's already been back. He's fine. He's fucking fine, man. Send the goddamn paperwork through. Read all the message. You're asking for more? Dear God, Sage, this is where I cut the stream. You gotta cut the bullshit out a little bit here. I'm not scrolling back and finding this shit. It's just not, it's just not gonna happen. You said Jeffrey Simmons, mano a mano. You've already got fucking Matt Stafford. You don't need this shit. One message up. I see Elmo. I see fucking Elmo. What are we looking at Elmo for? I'm looking at Elmo. I'm still gawking at his eyes. Oh. Shaker Mayfield might be hurt, mate. Who cares? Who cares? I was not actually trolling you. Just fucking take Brock Purdy off the team or my other quarterback. I want a reunion with my quarterback. You take Brock Purdy. You can take the quarterback I probably should have played, Jared Goff. Actually, no, I'm going to hold on to Goff. But I'm not going to play him this week because he's against the Packers. Don't worry about it, man. Just take Jeffrey Simmons. I'll drop Purdy right now just to show you a goodwill gesture. But Sage, I'll say it in 3 words. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me, goddammit. Okay? You don't want to see me when I'm fucking angry. Oh, T. Higgins is on the fucking shelf this week. Great, grand. You fucking sons of bitches. You fucking football gods are jealous because I did it better than you guys could ever think of. And that's why I'm getting fucked around right now. Oh, you don't want that dipshit. Neither do I. So that's why I cut him. He threw 3 interceptions consecutively. 3 consecutive drives. Then again, Horn and Michael Jackson. I mean, they did good things there. They gave good service. So just send the fucking trade through, man, please. Come on, man. Like, the only thing I have to look forward to this season is Joe Burrow. And he's going to play like shit tomorrow, so you know you're going to get your laughs in. His first game back, he was 28 out of 32 to start the year. Just give me what I own. Give me back my possession. Give me back Joe Burrow. Thank you, Sage. You done a wonderful thing. You know, they're gonna be real happy. They're gonna be real happy to have their captain back. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna change my pick. I'm gonna win and make the playoffs, and so is the Cincinnati Bengals. They're also gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna win out, and so am I. And that's all there is to it. And you heard it here first. How do I make a trade? Sage, is it past the deadline? Sage? Are we past the deadline? Sage? I gotta drop him, don't I? Why are you changing Dan's lineup for week 12? 3 days ago, you changed deflate these balls lineup. Whoa! 3 days ago. 1, 2, 3. Who? Ho, ho, ho! Sage, in the commish updates, it says lineup changed for team deflate these balls for week 12 2 different times after saying playoffs changed from 6 teams and the times to the times. Sage, did you put in players so Dan would beat me? Oh, what is going on right now? What did Sage? No. This isn't Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. You can't just kick me in the fucking chin like that. Sage, it says you did it. It doesn't say deflate these balls did it. It says that Tommy Callahan's Auto Parts took a knife, shoved it straight into my sweet candy ass. Sage, what? What did you do? Why did you do it? Oh, God. I've been betrayed. I bet you don't even like you bet you don't even like Donaire. You're probably fucking eating Beyond Tofu, fucking Beyond fucking meat. You know, we never had anything. You just took away my chance to the playoffs, just like you took away Joe Burrow from me, just as you took away a friendship because you don't actually like fucking Donairs. Sage, I'm going to send the trade through now. Do I send a trade or do I just drop the players? I need to know what to do. I shouldn't even be making a goddamn trade with someone who believes in Beyond Beef. I don't believe in Beyond Beef. I don't want to hear it. How do we make this trade official, Sage? You know what? Biatch! This is the last trade we ever make. And it's probably not even a trade. It's more of like it's kind of a waiver claim trade. Well, until the Pete Rose Bowl cut resumes. Until the Pete Rose Bowl cut resumes. You heard me. You heard me here first. Sage, I want Joe Burrow for tomorrow, though. All right, I'm going to drop right now. I'm dropping Jeffrey Simmons. I see Sage. Sage probably snaked in here and dropped his sorry ass already. All right. I'm almost to Jeffrey Simmons. All right, Jeffrey Simmons is now officially available. I better see Joseph Burrow's pretty face in there, too. All right, I see Joe Burrow in there. All right. Got to be quick because there is another person in here that could fuck with us, Sage. That's good business. That's good business. You see what we... Whoa! Jamal Dean. I don't give a fuck about Jamal Dean. Fuck off. Give me a second, please. I have 3 empty spots on my roster, so fuck off with Jamal Dean. Just move him to fucking bench, bitch. Fucking idiots. Sons of fucking horses. Knights of fucking Columbus. What is going on in this fucking Yahoo League? I'd wish I'd never, ever started playing in this league again. Back to ESPN for me. All right, Joseph Burrow has been clipped. You know what, Sage? You did bad thing. You did bad thing by making me probably miss the playoffs. You did bad thing by inserting yourself. I would have did it too. It's ruthless aggression. But you also had the wherewithal to be a fair man and give me Joseph Burrow. I take back my comments about Beyond Tofu, Beyond Meat, Beyond Beef, and any Donaire slanders that I may have said to you. I take them all back. You're a good man, and you're a good commish. Sage, it doesn't matter if you added anyone. I forgive you. I forgive you for what you did. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Everything's calm now because you gave me what I needed. You gave me Joseph Burrow on a goddamn platter. And that's all that matters. Sage, I don't need the proof. The proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is in my brain. So that's the only proof that I need, motherfucker. Alright. Big sign for the Jays. Sage, don't send proof. I'm just fucking with you. We'll be back at it tomorrow, hopefully, with some good, more Blue Jays news, etc., etc. But we'll definitely have 3 days to cover. 3 games to cover, not 3 days. So everyone have a good night. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Fuck you, Sage.